Hi, I'm Justin Trout. Today we're going to be talking about the Orthman 5SP Stalk Puller. This particular machine that we're talking about today is a 12 row 30 configuration. So you have 6 rows on the center section and you have 3 rows on each wing. The primary function of the stalk puller is just what it's called, a stalk puller. So it's a high-speed residue management system that only disturbs the on-row stalk that's standing up. As you can see on this row unit, it is a parallel linkage type design, so you have individual float from row unit to row unit across the machine. Greaseless bushings is basically what is mounted here. To set the aggressive nature of the operation of pulling the stalk, you can get as aggressive or less aggressive as you want to by this setting right here. This is factory setting. If you were to set it to this hole, which pitches that row unit forward, you're going to be less aggressive in your operation, meaning you're just going to cut the root crown off at the top, versus setting it in this hole pitches it backwards, which opens the V back here in the blades, which is going to get more aggressive, pull a lot more dirt, and pull the root crown and root ball clear out of the soil versus slicing it off on the top. The Orthman Stalk Puller comes in 2 different blade sizes, and this one here is a 24-inch blade primarily used in the corn stalk, sorghum, residue. We also offer this in a 28-inch disc, which is used often in the cotton marketplace to pull the cotton stalk. On the outside of the disc are these cleats. These cleats are not necessarily used for any tillage operation. They're basically traction for this blade, which as you're going through the field, it helps turn and grab the soil and keeps the blade moving forward so you don't get any drag, and possibly eliminates any type of plug that you may get with residue flow. Lots of adjustment built into this row unit. With any ground engaged tooling, you're going to have wear over time. Up here we have a slotted wear notch for the blades. As they're overlapped here, you can keep adjusting this so you can keep contact with one blade to the other. So as that one blade starts to wear, you can keep moving it in and get a tremendous amount of operation before having to replace that disc. You can also change the overlap from one disc to another and continue to get more wear throughout the use of the machine. There's 2 different things on this row unit that are not shown here today, and one is an optional conditioning basket, which would bolt back here, reaches back here. It has a deflective shield on it, and the residue that comes up through hits that deflective shield and pushes it off to the side, and the conditioning basket is back there to keep hitting the root ball that's being pulled and mixing that all together and kind of knocking that residue off. Another feature would be on the front, would be a rolling chopper. That chopper is in place to slice and dice some of the residue or that standing stalk. If you have really tall residue, it allows that to size that material a little bit before the pullers come through and actually pull the root ball out of the ground. The operation for this machine is very high speed, 15 miles an hour, running through the field, and you know, the faster you go, the better the job works. Again, this is a 12 row 30. We have these in all different configurations, from 6 all the way up to 16 row machines, different row unit configurations as far as spacing, and all kinds of different toolbars, from folding and to rigid toolbars. Thanks for listening today.